And then
Hey,
Trish.
Greg. Oh, so good to see you.
Good to
So
see
I
you.
wanted to, yeah, I'm glad you stayed out of the cold weather.
Yes, yes. We stayed out of cold weather, but
Driving into it.
yeah, we're driving into it. But all the Southwest canceled like almost all its flights until Saturday,
Yeah, I
and
saw
so it
that.
threw all the airlines into crisis, and we couldn't get a ticket out, so we had to drive. Yeah, life happens. If that's my
So-
biggest problem of the month, I'm doing really good.
Yeah, you're doing good. And I'm
Yeah.
doing good. I'm in North Carolina and I did
Oh,
not
nice.
lose power, but
Yeah,
a lot
very
of
good.
people did.
Yeah.
So I wanted to follow up. Last time we spoke was during the immunity class a week ago,
Mhm.
Saturday,
Mhm.
and I let you know that I was having my reoccurrence of really bad diarrhea and cramping in my belly.
Oh yeah.
And there'd been this abdominal ultrasound and they found some clots in my portal vein and splenic vein and somewhere else and a little pancreas growth. So since we spoke,
Okay.
I had an MRI last Wednesday.
Mhm.
I still haven't heard from the doctor, hopefully tomorrow. And I've been doing like two drops of Helichrysum
Perfect.
in water twice
Yeah.
a day for the blood clot.
Right,
Haven't
right.
gotten the pine oil yet. I think the mail got delayed because of the holidays, but I've been doing the
Oh, very well could be. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's coming. But I am I am feeling physically better than I felt in a month.
Oh,
Like the
good.
diarrhea has resolved. My energy's back. I don't have
Yeah.
any more pain in my abdomen, upper and lower.
Yeah.
So my question to you is this.
Yeah, the other thing, the other thing that's good about taking the helichrysum internally, and I can't remember if we talked about this or not, but we don't ever think about it like this, but helichrysum is actually really good for also reducing mucus in the gut, like mucus in the gut and mucus in the urinary tract. And so sometimes when we're having some weird digestive issues, it's not necessarily going to cause the cramping or anything like that, but it just kind of makes everything not work quite as well, and it makes it harder for muscles to contract in the digestive tract and everything. And the helichrysum, very good for the clotting issue, the blood clots and things like that, but it reduces inflammation and all that kind of good stuff. But it's a really good one to use for reducing mucus in the digestive tract. And in the old days, I used to make this concoction of it wasn't oils, it was herbs, but the main one was that Sanical, and I would mix it with like myrrh and golden seal and a bunch of herbal things, mullein, and you use it as like a cleanser. It cleans up all the mucus in the body, not so much in the respiratory tract, but in the digestive tract and the urinary tract. And when that happens, I mean, it's kind of weird. Like you didn't realize you didn't feel good in a certain way until it's gone. And then you go, wow, I feel better in this area. Like it's not like your whole body feels, but like these certain areas where like, oh, it feels a lot better. And so with the helichrysum, I would say that is as potent, if not even more potent than that old thing that I used to make.
Okay.
And so even after the clotting thing is done, I still like to do it from time to time just to kind of clean up the digestive tract. And so it should be good for all of that.
So here's my question.
Mhm.
If the doctor really wants me to go on the blood thinners, I might do that, and I'm going to ask.
I would, just because I like we treat the clot stuff, but that's not one to like kind of mess around with. And if he puts you on blood thinner, it's probably not going to be forever. It's just going to be for a little while.
They're saying 6 months. I'm going to ask for 3 months and retest.
Yeah,
but if I do go on if I go on the blood thinner, can I still use the Helichrysum?
Yeah.
So there won't be any, they
No.
won't interfere with each other.
Like the thing that I would not use would be when you're on the blood thinner, I wouldn't use lemon, because lemon has a little bit of a thinning effect. Cassia, now cinnamon doesn't have a blood thinning effect, but cassia does a little bit. And then the herb ginkgo biloba. Don't use that. And then obviously like willow bark or aspirin or something like that, because your blood's already thin and you just don't want to keep making it thinner. And then the other thing that I would say is like when you don't need to worry about this with the helichrysum, but when they put you on blood thinners, the issue is that if you cut yourself, it becomes a thing where, depending on the dosage, you might have to go to the hospital because the bleeding won't stop because it won't clot. And so carry a little bottle of yarrow, like they're just a regular yarrow, and yarrow will stop even the craziest bleeding, like on really strong blood thinners. Sometimes it takes a little while, but it will stop it. And so the thing with yarrow is it doesn't cause your body just a clot, but it regulates the clotting mechanism. And so like if you have too many clots, it can like if you're just constantly producing a lot of clots, it can reduce that. And then if your body's not clotting, it actually can regulate that, and it wouldn't cause it throughout your whole body. Like if you say you cut your wrist, like right here, and you put it on there, it would cause the clotting to happen right there, not through the whole body.
Okay.
And so that could be like we're not using it to treat what you have going on. For one, you can't use yarrow for a long period of time because it will, like after 3 or 4 weeks, it starts to interfere with your absorption of iron. And two, we want to break up existing clots, not regulate the clotting mechanism, right? And so who knows why they're there, but if they get cleaned up and then they stop being an issue, which it sounds like that's what they're thinking, I can't remember, did you have COVID? Did you have COVID?
I've never had COVID, and as far as I know, and I haven't been vaccinated because I know both produce clotting.
Yeah, not everybody's having the issue, but some of the people when they got sick had severe clotting issues. And some of the early phases of COVID-19 were manifesting as embolisms, like the people were just having weird like clotting issues and like the lungs were filling with blood clots and so, we never know, like if you had it, maybe there was a little bit of a clotting thing. I mean, clots happen, like they can happen from time to time. And so, it's not like your doctor is just like, let's clean this up and then we'll retest. And 6 months is not a big thing. The rest of your life, that's a thing. But like 6 months,
Yeah.
Could be worse. But like, do we know anything about the growth on the pancreas?
Well, you suggested the pine oil, and I'm waiting for that to come. And the doctor I last saw thinks that I still don't know what they're going to tell me tomorrow, but it's possible the growth in pancreas is just some fluid buildup from the clotting.
Yeah.
But so my acupuncturist has also given me an herb you can put directly on a cut to clot, to help it clot.
Oh,
I've
good.
got that. And
Do you remember what it is? I'm curious.
Let me see if I can tell you what it's called. And also, so I can still take Helichrysum when I'm on it. And, and I'm also aware that you have to watch out for anything with vitamin K.
Right.
Like kale, all the foods I like to eat.
Right,
so
right.
the herb, it's probably all in Chinese. It's all in Chinese, but yeah, she gave me an herb and it's a powder.
Will you ask her what that is and then email it or text it to us or something?
It's called Yumen, Balyae. I'll email it to you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, perfect.
So I've got that, and I can also have yarrow as backup. Okay, well, I'm glad I can keep using the Helichrysum.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Good.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, and one other question about